everybody, it's Amber. So I'm back to share with you my second craft fair idea, and this is going to be a super quick and easy project for you. It's another one where you're going to be able to use up your stash, as you can see here, and I'm going to show you what it is in just a second. So this year I really want quick and easy and fun projects so I can mass produce them, and my goal is to really use up my stash this year. I'm not hardly using anything new that I'm going out and buying. I'm using the stash that I have. This project is going to be super fun, and I've already made a ton that I'm going to show you here in a second, and they're altered paper clips. So what I did is, then this is a great tip for you, because I know a lot of us have stockpile of crafty things that we think we'll never use. Well, this is the perfect opportunity, craft fair season. So what I did is I went through all of my embellishments and stickers, and I took out every single embellishment and sticker that can be put on a paper clip. For example, anything that is three-dimensional can be glued to a paper clip. So I have these little flowers, for example. These are Martha Stewart flowers, and they're stickers, and see how they're three-dimensional? They're up on a little foam dot. I took these out, and they have a little fuzzy center, and I glued them onto a yellow paper clip. And so I went ahead and went through my stash, and see I covered the back so it's nice and clean with a circle punched out of paper. And so I went through my entire stash of embellishments and stickers and took out everything that I had that could be used as like a 3D embellishment to glue on the back of paper clips to make altered paper clip packets. And I'm so excited because I didn't have to construct anything from scratch. I took the beautiful items that we all buy already, you know, and I made them into something new and made it my own. So I'm just showing you a couple of the ones that I use here that I have had multiple packs of. So these ones here are from the Dollar Tree. These ones are from Michael's, and so are these. These are also from the Dollar Tree, and then I used a few packs that I got by Martha Stewart at like Marshall's and TJ Maxx and those kind of places. And I just went crazy and made a ton of paper clips. And then the key is to make your packaging look really pretty, really, you know, polished and finished and handmade, and that's exactly what I did. So we are gonna put a pack of these together here on video. It's super simple, kind of self-explanatory, but I'm gonna go through it and we're gonna put a pack together on video. But first, let me show you the ones that I made. Making these, but let me take you through and show you the packages that I made. So here's one that I made using that package of flowers that I showed you from Dollar Tree. I took this 6-pack of flowers that you get for $1 at Dollar Tree, and I put them all on a gold paper clip, glued them all down, packaged them really nice in this pretty packaging. I just used scrapbook paper and a stapler and these little sleeves that you can order. And it just turned out to be such a pretty item that I'm going to sell at my craft fair. So there's this one. This is one of the bigger sized ones. And then a smaller one, here's this one I made with some Martha Stewart flowers, and I used different color paper clips. So that's a little bit of a smaller pack. Here's some kites that I bought at Michael's, and I put those on paper clips, and this one you just get 4. So I'll talk about the pricing at the end of my video. Here's another one of the Dollar Tree flowers. I made a ton, you guys. Here's some blue bows that I got from Michael's, and I put 6 in here. So 2 are down here, and then 4 up here. Here's some butterflies. I got these at Dollar Tree as well. And I think it came with a pack of 6, so I just made multiple packs. And then here's the pink one. And oh, I really love these ones here. These, I believe, also came from the Dollar Tree, and they have a little black enamel dot center, and so I use these black and white stripe paper clips. And then these are from the Dollar Tree, the little bows. These butterflies I got from Michael's, and they're kind of like fabric. They're really paper, but they feel like fabric. So I really like those ones. And as you can see, I just made a bunch of different ones. I really like these flowers from Dollar Tree. Really, really cute. So I have a ton here. As you can see, multiple packs of paper clips. And I just had such a fun time making all of these. Here's all these ones. Here's the pack of pink bows from Michael's. And I just had such a great time making these. It's like mass produced mode. So I just made a ton of paper clips. And then I measured out the paper according to the sleeves that I have. And you know, you don't have to have the same size plastic sleeves as I do. I didn't have any clue what size I had on hand. So I just went through my little bin of plastic sleeves and envelopes. Oh, this is one of my favorites. These were from Hobby Lobby, these bows. Sorry, I have a little bit of a scratchy voice. I've been having a rough week with allergies, so. But anyways, those are all the cute ones that I made. I don't even know how many packages. I'll put it here on the screen and let you know how many I actually made in total. But I'm excited to do a quick tutorial here with you on camera, and we can put together some of these. Here's another one. Together. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and put these back in my little basket, and then we'll do a quick tutorial. Okay, so for this project you're gonna simply need some scrapbook paper, a 1-inch circle punch, or for the smaller embellishments you can even use any of your shape punches. I use my heart one right here for a lot of different ones, and some embellishments and some paper clips, and then of course your hot glue gun. Don't mind mine, it's all messy. So anyways, let's get started. Oh, and also you're gonna need some kind of clear sleeves. I got these at Joann's, and here's the measurements. They're 4 3/4 inch by 6 3/4 inch. And I use these for my bigger packets here, which is like the style that we're gonna be making here on camera. So, first of all, I'm gonna move my scrapbook paper out of the way, and we're gonna get the paper clips covered. So it's really easy, you guys. All you do is you take your embellishments, and I got these at Michael's, and I'm gonna pick out 5 of them. So of course, one of each style. Well, that's the same one. So let's see which ones I want duplicates of. I think 2 of the cute ones, right? So let's do, how about that? We'll do those 5. So then I'm gonna put these aside. I can make another package with these. And so simple. All you do is you get some scrap paper, and I'm gonna be using this one here. It's just a scrap that I had. And I'm gonna cut out 5 1-inch circles. And this kind of just hides the glue on the back of the paper clip, so it has a more finished look. So the Martha Stewart punches are the best, in my opinion. Okay, so there's my little circles, and all you do is you just take your embellishment and you put some hot glue on the back, like that, a little daub of glue. You take your paper clip, so make sure you're gluing the right side. You put it down, you hold it there, and it's stuck. And then before it dries, or before the glue hardens, you need to take your circle and stick it right there to cover up the glue, and you're basically done. Here's your paper clip. So I like to straighten it out so you can't see the paper. So there's our first one. I will do one more. You take your embellishment, you put a daub of glue on the back, hot glue. You take the paper clip that you've chosen. I chose blue. And then just stick it down and take your 1-inch circle and cover that glue. Turn it around and kind of adjust it so before the glue hardens. So you can't see that paper at all. It's nice and clean back here now. And there's our second one. So there's 2 of them done. Okay, so let's do the last 3. Clips all done. Aren't they cute? And they're gonna look so cute on, like, you know, the corner of a book or like a little flip book that you make. So just imagine, here's your little card or your little planner page, and the paper clip would look like that. Okay, so then what you need to do is take your plastic sleeve, whichever one you choose. So for this particular size, which is 4 3/4 by 6 3/4, I cut my paper down to, here's the paper I'm using. I cut it down to, let's see, it's not the exact size of the bag. I think I made it a little bit different. So I cut it to 7 inches by 4.5 inches. So that's the size that we're going to use for this particular bag. And the reason I cut it that size is because even though it says it's 6 3/4 inches, it's still a little bit extended, and there's plenty of room to flip this over like that. So what I did is I took a piece of cardstock. I took a piece of cardstock in a different color, and I cut it 1 inch by 7 inches, and a little further down than halfway I just stapled it on each side. So I'm not going to do that on camera because it's very self-explanatory. So there it is. It's just the 1 inch strip stapled on each side. So that's another tool you will need for this, is a stapler. And see, it's just stapled here and here. And then you simply just line up your paper clips. I think that is so adorable. We might even have enough room to do one more. Isn't that cute? So I think we have room to do one more. It's just the problem of finding another blue paper clip, right? So there's the 6 paper clips. And so then you just take one of your sleeves and slip it in there. And that's all that's to it, you guys. So you can take this, make it your own. Maybe you have vintage buttons that you can put on some paper clips. Maybe you have, oh, by the way, I got these paper clips. This isn't the pack I used, but they were like this, but they weren't the neon, and I got them at the Dollar Tree for $1, and they're 80 paper clips. So then you just take this and seal it. But like I was saying, you can use anything: buttons, flowers, different embellishments. Wood veneers would work. You could even make your own, embellishments and use it. You can use erasers, like from the Target dollar spot. That would work great. So there's the one we made on camera, and again, here's the ones that I made. So for the pricing, I decided to price these bigger ones here at $3 and the smaller ones at $2. So if you mass produce these, it's going to be great, and they'll sell great at your craft fair, and you'll have lots of product because you can just raid your stash and make a bunch of them. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope you all have a great week. If you have any questions, let me know. Happy crafting, everyone. Bye-bye.